At a press conference after this morning's 2-hour-long meeting between President David Granger and the Gecom officials, the opposition-nominated commissioners said that the engagement was meant to intimidate them into going along with an orchestrated plan to delay the hosting of general and regional elections by conducting house-to-house registration. According to the commissioners, during the meeting, they were accused by the ministers who were part of the government's delegation of being spoiled sports because they refused to toe the line. However, Commissioner Robson-Ben noted that they will not be bullied into changing their position. That is, elections should be held within the constitutionally mandated timeline.
We do not have any other position but to hold on to our constitutional imperatives as commissioners of Gecom, to uphold the Constitution of Guyana as it relates to the question of elections under these circumstances and what is logical, rational and reasonable in the circumstances.
Meanwhile, Commissioner Seskan Raj went on to reject accusations that by walking out the Gecom statutory meetings on 2 occasions, he and his 2 other PPP commissioners are actually pushing towards the looming constitutional crisis.
I want to debunk that and reject it out of hand to say this. At both of those meetings that we walked out from, it was quite obvious that there was no discussion planned or ongoing about the holding of elections. And I maintain that we have an obligation, because of all the circumstances that are now repeated ad nauseum, we have an obligation to hold elections, and we will not be held hostage in any meeting to discuss any matter that is not touching and concerning and directly related to the holding of elections.
In fact, Commissioner Bibi Shadiq asserted that they will not be entertaining any other business during these Gecom meetings unless there is a plan in place to host elections within the constitutional time frame.
Whenever we go to Gecom meetings, and if there is not a plan that will take us to elections in the shortest possible time, while we have a list, then we reserve the right to not participate in any other discussion as to house registration and whatever. Mr. Alexander and whoever it is can say what they want, but they cannot force us to sit there and to agree that what is needed is house-to-house registration.
Reporting for the Evening News, Vanu Manakchand.